All right, y'all, here we are. We're back in Oklahoma at one of our favorite spots, Canadian River Hilton. Been coming here for years, 20 plus years. I'd say out of everywhere we've been over the years, Canadian River Hilton has become like a second home for us. They're an outfitter for whitetail deer hunting and Rio Grande turkey hunting, and they are the best at it. When you come out here, not only are you gonna have successful hunts, it's the relationships. We've built relationships with the family here, Justin, Katie, the whole crew. Justin and I talk throughout the year. We text each other all the time, checking on each other's families. Another neat thing about Justin and our relationship and in his relationship with Mossy Oak is he was one of the co-hosts of our Deer Thug TV show that we had running on Pursuit Channel several years ago. Had a good run, several seasons in a row. And it's just a cool, dynamic Mossy Oak, Canadian River Hilton. It's just neat to get to come here again and just hang with the CRH crew and hunt some deer. Gonna be hunting North Texas. Lodge sits in Oklahoma. We're gonna have some guys hunting Oklahoma, some guys hunting North Texas. That's one of the great things about the place out here. And listen, the rut is in full swing and it's gonna be good. So early on, coming out to CRH, it was all Oklahoma. As Justin expanded over the years, he was able to gain some ground over in Texas, because Texas is just a rock throw from here. I mean, just a few miles of Texas-Oklahoma state line, and very similar dirt in ways, but also different in ways. The Texas country is not as red clay. It's more of a sandy country with some scattered cedars and stuff like that, but not as many cedar thickets as it is in Oklahoma. Texas has got the same type of plum thicket type stuff. Not much mesquite being North Texas, but just patches of thick where those deer lay up. So first morning we go out, we're out in this wide open Texas country and we're looking on this little ridge and we're looking up the way and just didn't see much. We saw one little young short tine 10 point. Nonetheless, we went out and we got the hunt started, saw a deer, and we were ready to get back in the woods that afternoon.
Just getting settled into our blind for the first afternoon sit of day one here in North Texas.
Talking to Matt, our guide, he told us he was going to take us to a new spot. Started telling me about some of the deer that were on camera there, and it was several good bucks. The Moultrie cams had been here for a while. I had sent some Moultrie cams out and asked the guides to put them up and let them go to work for us. And so we had been keeping up with a lot of the bucks that were in and out of these places, so we knew what was in the area.
We're kind of in a little draw here. We can kind of see up a little ridge side, typical open country here in Texas. But we got some thicker cover back this way to the north. That's where the deer are laying up, you would think. And then right back this way, we just saw it from the gravel road coming in here, but there's a great big wheat field. And I think the deal is they're going to hopefully filter out of this bed cover over here.
We knew going there we had a good chance of seeing one of these good deer. The wild card out here this time of year is the rut. They can disappear. If a doe gets hot and decides she wants to go somewhere different and run that buck all over, I mean, they may leave the area for 2 or 3 days before they're back to their home area. A new buck can show up that's just roaming looking for an estrus doe. But again, these deer do have a home range, and we knew what was in that area because the Moultrie cams had been taking pics of them for a month and a half, and so we were excited going to this new spot. As we start getting closer to prime time, we started seeing plenty of critters. We had some turkeys come through, had some gobblers come in, that's always cool. And then kind of late, we look up and a couple does are trying to come from the north out of the thicket like we thought and work down through. And we kind of had a little bit of a challenge because the cows happened to be grazing in the pasture right in this draw. So ultimately what happened was these 2 does come in behind us. But not only did we have the cows feeding and grazing right in that area, but then 3 coyotes showed up. So after the does worked through behind us, 3 coyotes came in there and were just sitting and hanging out in and amongst the cows. At prime time, last 10 minutes, here comes a big shooter buck. I mean, I looked to my left and I said, gosh, I said, Rich, there's a good one.
I think he's a shooter, ain't real sure.
You know, and you always have blind spots in these box blinds and stuff. So we're working on trying to get, you know, other windows down and trying to get footage, and we were just having a time. And
filming, we try to open the door.
Anyway, he's coming down the fence. I'm thinking he's gonna push through. He picks up the scent of them does, turns around, comes behind us, crosses, and then RD finally gets some good video of him in the wheat field down to the south. And, you know, he goes to running them does around and stuff. So he was there. We just missed him. He got by us. But we knew we wanted to keep hunting that deer or any other big deer in that area. The rest of the week, we liked that spot. So the next morning, it's day 2. It's a lot colder. Like I say, conditions were great. You know, that rising east sun's coming up in front of us and are getting ready to, and we were glassing, trying to keep eyes peeled on everything, looking in the wheat, see what was coming, and it wasn't long there. Sun wasn't even up over the horizon yet, and I looked out in the pasture way up top up there in glass, and I said, there he is. Hey, there's a good buck way up the hillside right here. Got a doe with him. Yeah, that's a good one. That's a shooter. Man, he's way up there. Range him. $298, $295, $298. Dadgummit. That's a long ways. We look at him on 15 power here. Cows were between them and us. So they turned and just kind of started going, I guess, to our north, kind of at an angle. And ultimately, he probably got to like 302 or 3 or whatever. And I told RD, I said, I gotta take a shot.
I can try it right now. Ready?
It hit him?
Yeah, he did the hill kick. He went behind that brush there and I lost him.
I thought I hit him. I heard, you know, we heard like a thump, but it turns out it hit the ground, I guess. And he jumps up and kicks. You know, oftentimes when a buck mule kicks like that, well, I mean, that's a sign that you got him. He runs off into the, behind some cedars in that tree row where we couldn't see him. And
Felt like I heard it hit him. Didn't it thump him pretty good?
we're kind of like talking to each other, looking, what did we do? What happened? I think I nailed him. All right, you know, kind of excited. Well, then we're getting ready to look back at the footage to see on the impact, and Rich goes, there's another deer right there.
It hit him. He's coming up. Where? It's to the green bush. Walking back out behind him.
It's him?
Yes, he's looking right at us, right to the green cedar.
No, that's a little buck.
That's it.
That's a smaller buck.
Okay.
I think. For a second, I didn't think it was the same deer, and I think I said that. And then I realized it was when I saw his right side, because his right side times were a little bit better than his left, and then I saw that brow tine. His left brow tine goes up and shoots out towards his G2. His doe ended up trotting down into the thicket, and he followed her. So he's, you know, unscathed and fine. Now that we kind of play it all back and put the pieces of the puzzle together, like I say, I feel good about it being a miss. Not what I wanted, unfortunate. Thankful for the opportunity. All you can do is try, and I just didn't get it done on my end. And we knew he's laying right there. We're gonna come right back there that afternoon. So we eased back in there that afternoon. It's really hot. It gotten up to 80 degrees. Wind was blowing fairly good. Just wasn't real confident that they would move before dark. Well, they fooled me because we hadn't been there an hour. It's probably 4 o'clock. We look right there in the timber 200 yards to our north. Boom, there he is.
Is that him stepping out?
Yeah.
That's a doe or something. That's a doe.
The big buck is broadside.
Yeah. Is that a little buck? This step down. Is that a doe? I have to shine the big buck. But he's on that thicket. I could kill him right now. You tell me. I mean, yeah.
He's just inside. He wouldn't come out of that timber. His doe was visible enoug, and he was just in that timber. There's a little bit of brush and some sage kind of over his ribs and shoulder, but man, I'm shooting 165 grain 30-06 Nosler. I'm ready to punch through that stuff and kill this deer. Well, RD was like, man, we can do it, but I just need a better video picture of this deer. And I know, I'm the same way. We're content guys, and I wasn't gonna force it. We looked at each other and said, it's not right. Let's leave him alone.
He's walking left. Yeah. He's walking up the damn thicket. Doe's going back in the thicket. There are two does. Maybe they'll follow the spike out. The doe's coming towards us.
Well, ultimately, he follows her kind of up the ridge. So we let the deer go. The camera saved the deer, as they often do. And again, that's the world we live in. That's part of it. I can't tell you how many times I've called hunters off a deer when I was filming. Hey, it's not right. It's too dark. It's this, it's that. It's not fun, but again, it's part of it. It's what we do, what we signed up for. So I wasn't worried about it.
Man, we're at the mercy of that doe, dude.
RD and I looked at each other like, man, can we catch a break? I mean,
Hey, here's a deer. Buck, little 8. Pretty young buck. Another deer. Another deer. It's another buck. Big spike. He's coming right down through here. Perfect too. That's a good sign.
I was after that tall 8-point. That's the buck I wanted, but also understanding that if another mature buck, showed up, I'm happy to take him too.
It has turned off really cold, but it's really windy too. 16 to 20 mile an hour winds. Wind chill's like low 20s. It's like 29 or 30 degrees and the wind chill's low 20s. Good cold day in the rut, man. I mean, I feel good about it. Hey, right here, trotting in. Does. Hey, buck. Ah, not a shooter. Right here, he's chasing her. He's fixed on one of them does. Look at him, coming right down through here. Jumped a fence right there. They're just headed off into the timber. The wind, I think, has everything spooky. And they went on up in the timber, I guess, to bed for the day.
I mean, critters were moving, so we were pumped to see what might happen. And then about 8:30, we look up in that finger to the northeast up there, about 280 yards away, and there he was.
There he is. He just popped up. I don't know if he was laying or what, but he's standing right up there. There's no shot. He's behind a bunch of deadfall and stuff. 270. Going left. Is it right here? Hey, behind that, there's sticking to the left. He's behind that, sticking to the left. It goes out. Where's she at? She's to the left of that green cedar. Yeah, she's out. That green cedar. She's in front of that. Oh, yeah. Let me range her. 233, 232. I don't see him. He went behind all that mess. All that dead stuff in that cedar. Let me get the rifle ready. Yeah, she's wide open. If we can get him to step out, I think we can get a shot. We just gotta see what happens. Gotta be patient. He's gotta come out where she's at. All right, she's moving on down to finger. All right, where's he gonna be at? Oh, he's coming out, he's coming out. To the right, to the right. Got him. We gotta try to kill him. He's 218. Got him. All right, 218, here we go. Got him. Watch him, watch him, watch him.
Got him.
I think we got him, dude. I think he's laid over dead, dude. But we gotta make sure he don't get up. Lord. Ah, thank you, goodness. I think he's dead.
Yeah, he's still here.
All right, y'all. 8 o'clock. Late November, North Texas. And we just shot a great big, mature body, tall rack 8-point. The buck we've been after, I missed him yesterday morning at 300 or so. I shot under him. Come back yesterday evening, right up here, 140 yards in the edge of the thicket. Had to cross there on him, but we decided, RD was like, man, I think I see him, but he's just in the bushes. It wasn't great for video. We're content guys, so we passed him. We said, you know what, we're not gonna shoot him. We're gonna let it be right.
Turkey's going in there now.
Yeah. Man, the adrenaline. All the moments, all the encounters, all the ups and downs, and you wait for a moment like this. Thank the good Lord for the opportunity. Thank the good Lord for guiding my bullet. Because I messed it up yesterday. I see that main beam up there. I don't know if I'd ever get another chance at this deer, but he is down. He is a big Texas bruiser, y'all. Good gracious. Look at the mass. Oh my goodness. Oh, what a beast of a buck, y'all. Here he is. Oh my goodness, what a buck. Just a big old chocolate antlered North Texas bruiser 8-point. This is the buck I missed yesterday morning. Standing right over there, 300 yards. And I was fortunate enough to get another shot at him this morning. And he is a brute. Gosh, big old body, I don't know, 5-year-old deer, maybe older. Just a good massive 8. Look at the tines. Big brows. This is one of the characteristics that we picked out on him that we knew set him apart. This brow here turned back that way. That's awesome. Man, I'm thankful for this opportunity. I don't ever take for granted time spent in the great outdoors. The good Lord has blessed us, and I am forever thankful. Canadian River Hilton once again delivers. 20 plus years, Mossy Oak's been coming out here, and we got it done again. Got a great camp. RD running the camera. We teamed up for the first time. We got it done, man. Appreciate everything, and plenty of burger meat and sausage for the boys back home. Well, let's get him tagged. We'll be able to drive pretty close right here, load him up, take him to camp, and we'll show him off and celebrate with the guys. What a hunt.